Hi guys, James Bespoke Airsoft here again with another video, and in this video today we're looking at the WE 17 and 19 Gen 5 MOS gas blowback pistols. So yeah, nothing new in terms of being a G series pistol from WE, but I wanted to take a look at these pistols because we just recently had them back into stock and we haven't covered them yet on the channel. So this is I'm going to do both in this video. So first I'll be looking at the 19, then I'll look at the 17, and that'll be the format for the rest of the video. But this first is the 19 model, which is bog standard. It's a G19 style pistol size, Gen 5 frame, so all the new updated sort of external appearance, as well as the mag having that sort of canted front bumper on the mag as well. Gen 4 style mag release here that you get on the Gen 5. So completely polymer lower, metal slide, metal barrel. You got ambi slide releases here, and you also, the biggest thing that you're going to see is you're going to be able to put a red dot on this thing. So in the box of these pistols you get a load of adapters. Now what these adapters do is they allow you to put a red dot or RMR, whatever you want to call it, on top of the pistol, and you get 4 adapters in the box. They're for all the mainstream styles of red dot sight, but for this one that you see here, it's for like an RMR or an SRO, Trigicon style. You do get this little plastic sort of placeholder in the box. It's literally just a plastic piece with a red dot printed on the lens. It doesn't do anything apart from that. So although you get everything in the box to mount the optic, it doesn't actually come with it, but we do have options on the website where you can get the optic included. Bog standard with the G series pistols from WE. Take the mag out, cock this slide, pull the 2 tabs down, push the slide off, and you'll have your blowback unit here and the way you adjust the hop unit. Very straightforward. There's nothing new and technologically advanced here, like some of the VFC style ones where you can turn the spring guide to advance the hop. No, it's still the same old stuff. But also in the box you get a set of suppressor height iron sights. So if you're going to use a red dot as well, it's probably worth putting them on, because then they'll clear this little blocky piece of the red dot sight. So pop those iron sights on there as well. That is the G19 size MOS, and then we have it in the G17 size as well. So very same format, polymer frame, metal slide, metal barrel. You've got all the optic mount stuff there, and it all comes in the box. You also get extra back straps in the box as well, so if you have got sort of chunky hands and you like a wider style grip, keep your mind out the gutter, you can put the back straps on there for a girthier grip. I'm not doing myself any favours here, am I? So 17 length magazine with the same bumper on the bottom. Very cool pistol indeed. So if you're looking for something a little bit more to your G series pistol, whether it's a 17 or a 19, and you want to mount an optic, the MOS is going to be the one for you. Now with the MOS, they do have a newer style gas router system. So as you'll see here, if I can get it to focus, it's not going to focus, but the gas router is a little bit different. And I can demonstrate that to you now, because I can pull a different pistol out. So here we have a generic G17 silver slide. You'll see that the gas router, that's more of a standard gas router. It's not going to want to focus on my face. So it's very sort of rectangular in shape. And then you've got the MOS. So the MOS gas router is different, and this is the very same gas router that they now use on the Galaxy series, which is the with the G series Galaxy that has the sort of cylindrical fixed slide. As you'll, well, you can't really see them, you might be able to see them just here. So we've got them in black and silver. So they use the MOS style gas router system. So if you're going to run the MOS pistols, you'll need the new style MOS mags. And we're going to get right into it today. We're going to get these things chronoed, get them shot. What I will say, here in the UK at the moment, it is freakishly cold outside. We've been quite blessed as of late with the weather and the warm climate. But what I will say, after I was putting a mag through the chrono, mag at short distance, and then I was pushing the distance back to 40 meters, you'll obviously see the pistols do get less efficient just because it is so freakishly cold out there. But these pistols, you'll see, perform absolutely amazing. So first on the chrono test, you'll see the G19, which is using green gas and 0.2 gram BBs. And then when we move outside, I'll be using 0.3 gram BBs. G19 first, G17 afterwards. I'll move the camera back. I did sort of try and use the phone because the phone will shoot 4K. I did try and use the phone to sort of record at longer distances. As I got back to 40 meters and zooming in, obviously it just got heavily pixelated. So what you'll see after that, I went and switched to the Sony Handycam, which has got a better zoom on it. Switched to that, recorded the results, and you'll see them in just a moment here. So 0.2 gram BBs green gas on the chrono test, and then 0.3 gram BBs with green gas on the accuracy tests. Right, 15 meters was easy. Let's go to 30. I haven't messed with the hop yet, so crank it up. Right, 15 meters was easy, so let's go back to 30. Might have to adjust the hop. We'll see. Dominating at 30 with a 0.3. I'm just going to let this plane fly over and I'll continue. Right, we're now at 40 meters, so the zoom on the camera might struggle. I haven't messed with the hop. This is still a 0.3 gram BB. That's remarkable out of such a short barrel pistol. It's a Glock 19, remember, it's not a big pistol at all. It's not got a very long barrel, and the power usually on the short barrel pistols is down a little bit, but let's try adding a bit more hop. Oh, that hop wasn't even on. So that's sending a 0.3 out at 40 meters, and the hop wasn't even on. So let's add a bit more. A bit more hop added. Still a 0.3. Now the hop's coming into effect, you see that difference. Let's get some more BBs in this mag. I'm not going to put any more gas in it. I'm just going to run it till it runs out. So let's turn the hop off a little bit. Not sure if this camera is going to be a bit too fuzzy. So you'll see how far away I am. That's absolutely remarkable. 40 meters. This is the WE G19 Gen 5 MOS. 0.3 gram BBs in the mag. Haven't messed with the hop since we last shot it on the previous clip. And I'm going to see if I can hit this target at 40 meters away. This is a small target. Oh, that was a headshot there. This is an immensely hard target to hit at 40 meters. But as you can see, if it was a man-sized target at that distance, you'd have no trouble hitting them. And with a Glock 19 length pistol, that is something quite remarkable. See it in the daylight here. Beautiful pistol, especially if you put an RMR on the top here. Easy. I've moved back to 30 meters with the Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS. Easy. Zoomed in a bit slightly here. I might still switch out to the other camera just so you can see it a little bit better, but let's give it a go. Hop. This Maggie's getting cold. I have put a few mags through it. So, I've now switched out to the Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS, and again, this is just the red dot on it that I've got on there is the one that comes in the box, which is the fake one. So I'm just trying to eyeball it. So if there are a couple of shots massively off, that's me. So I'm just going to try and dial this in 40 meters. So they were kind of all around it. That's probably me more than the pistol. Again, hop is probably about midway, so you could probably do it a bit more on this pistol. And you could obviously dial it in with heavier BBs because it can obviously withstand it. It's hopping a 0.3. I mean, the Gen 19, for instance, was hopping a 0.3 straight out of the box with no hop on at all. So you could very much get these better. This is 40 meters away, which is quite a distance to sort of get your head around. It's further than what you think because you're massively zoomed in here. But we'll get back in the shop and we'll see what we've got to say. So you see both pistols there, Chrono, G19 first, G17 afterwards. Switch to the 15 meter target with the G19 first. shot really well, kept going back, went to the 40 meters. You'll see that I've spliced in the second camera straight after because this camera, even though it shoots 4K, didn't like the zoom in at all at 40 meters. Just goes to show how far this thing is away. But first, the G19, such a capable pistol. Honestly, I was so taken back by the fact that this thing was just hopping .3s out the box with the hop nut on. What I will say, what I did notice afterwards with this and the 17 was perhaps just doing a barrel clean when you get it, just getting rid of that extra grease and stuff, that transport grease. Get some nice lubricant in there. Just seemed a little bit gunked up, which is probably why the 17 was a bit up and down on the hop. So just a bit of isopropyl, nothing at the end of the world. But once it was, you know, sort of setting the .3s, I mean, it's windy out there, it's freezing cold. The mags were getting really cold, but the guns just kept chugging. And these are absolutely stonking pistols. The 17 as well did well. The chrono was a bit weird, I think, on the 17, ended up being lower than the 19, which doesn't make sense, but does solidify the fact of the amount of grease in there, which could be an issue. So with any pistol that you get out of the box, especially from WE, it's always worth getting rid of all the transport grease that they come gunked up with. Give it a clean, get some proper lubricant in there, and away you go. Absolutely brilliant performance from the standard gun, just like all the WE G series based pistols. A lot of people don't like WE. I think they're actually really good for the money, for what you pay. And at like 140, 145 for these pistols, slap a red dot on there and a tat light, put it in your holster, and you've got a really nice looking pistol. I was so much even more surprised with the 19s, because usually the 19s they come out a little bit lower on the FPS, and they do struggle a little bit more at range because of the barrel length that they have in there, so they're limited sort of velocity wise. I do like this 19. And I will gladly add one to my collection because I'm, you know, massive Glock fan. I've got a 19X, I've had a couple of 17s, but this 19, especially with the MOS cut slide, is an absolute great addition to anyone's collection. Whether you're just looking for a new dependable sidearm, or you just want to add something to your collection to have a bit more variance, these pistols are absolutely great. As always, really cold outside. You will get better results if you dial the hop in even further. I literally have 5 minutes outside with them as I'm firing them. So you would be able to get these things better. You would also be better having more than one magazine. You know, if you've got like 2 or 3 mags, keeping them warm, because obviously when you gas this up like 4 or 5 times in a row, it does start to get cold, and you do sort of see a little bit of lag in the performance. But we're still able to slap that 40 meter target, and that 40 meter target, those discs are only about this big, so it is tiny. Man-sized target at that distance, you're going to be slapping cheeks all day. This is the G19 and G17 Gen 5 MOS gas blowback pistols. His and hers, however you want to look at it. This one has really surprised me, and absolute great addition to anyone's collection. Thanks for tuning this review. If you want any more information, go to the website or send us an email or call us. BespokeAirsoft.co.uk. You can find these in the latest product section on the moment on the website. Thanks for tuning this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.